Right. Oh my God. Why does it look like, what's going on with this light? Hello. Apologies for the delay. I had a swimming lesson. I don't know why it looks, okay, that looks a bit better. So I had a swimming lesson. So I had to wash my hair, and then I made a pizza. So let me set up TikTok, and then I can finally eat my dinner. It's a bit of a late one. But how are we?
The corporate girls in London are making the most.
The corporate girls in London, what are they doing? Happy Tuesday. Right, go live. Oops. Oh, maybe I should wipe this as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how interesting it's going to be because I'm eating a pizza. Hello, TikTok. But I thought, so basically I'm trying to troubleshoot my LED mask. So we can do that. Right. Let's find some music. Okay, music. Right. Bluetooth. Let's connect to my speaker. And then put on the royalty-free music. Oh, you love my bike. Oh my God, you can barely see it. Okay, what do I, ooh, Hopeful Spring. I don't know. Let's just put the hip hop on. Oh man. Okay, so let's have it hit. So let's make it a little bit more. So if you're new to this live, I have a pizza. I'm really into making my own pizzas. I don't buy the dough. I'm a full-time influencer. Yeah, I buy the dough from Ocado. Ocado! Oh my God! Ocado! Get it? But yeah, and then I use the vodka. Oh, I'm probably going to get told off. Sometimes I use passata as a base, but then sometimes I use the vodka pasta sauce that you can get. I don't know if I found one that I like though, but have I actually had the dish to compare it to? I don't know. Oh God, is someone else impersonating me? If I'm asking you to invest, that's an impersonator. I haven't messaged you in a while. Am I getting impersonated again? Like, I've made it now. Anyways, gonna eat my... I'm gonna just like the worst mukbang. How's management going? It's interesting. How's dating going? It's non-existent. Oh no. Okay. I haven't messaged anyone today. How can I have another? If you did you say that you would report them? The thing is, when you report them, they're so rubbish. I also make my own homemade pesto. Oh, thanks. We're eating homemade pizza using the dough that you can get, the frozen dough from Ocado. Oh, thank you. They're Jamaican nails. My Jamaican nails. Do I miss Jamaica? I miss my grandparents. And I miss the weather. But I like having my independence. But maybe my experience with Jamaica would be different if I could drive. But yeah, so someone asked, how's management going? You know what? I hadn't had management since 2016. And then imagine me wanting to start my own agency when I don't know what management is like in 2026. So, I'm having, an experience. I think at least now I know how one management agency operates, instead of just not being aware at all. Oh, hello, I'm good. Dating is non-existent. Dating's non-existent. I need to psych myself up. How do I psych myself up? I have not been on a date in such a long time. I washed my hair. I can feel the water. I don't want to get my hair on my pizza. Yeah, how can I motivate? Is anyone else trying to date this summer, spring, summer? The thing is, when I make my own pizza, I put too many things on it. Oh God, Ryan wants to do double dates. What happened with your management? Nothing's happened. Do I have a plan? I need to make a plan, don't I? I think the first step is that I need to update my Bumble. I've obviously got all my nice Jamaica photos. But yeah, I'm not sure. One day a week. The only thing I do once a week is Zumba. That's a commitment. I feel like I'm trying to do so many things. Like, I had my swimming lesson. What happened with Raya? Raya is crap. You just pay all this money and no one says anything. The most famous person I saw on Raya was Gary Lucy from Hollyoaks. And he lives in Canary Wharf. Why are you eating? Am I not allowed to eat? It was either start the live later or eat on the live. I think because I've made a pizza, I've overloaded the pizza, so it's a bit of a. And you're not allowed to eat on TikTok? I've never had that. I didn't get a knife for my pizza. I don't know. I've never been blocked for eating. I've been blocked for having cans of alk, but not eating. I'm sorry you're having to watch me eat. I should have eaten before my swimming lesson. Yeah. I'll try and eat carefully. Please enjoy your food. You should have sat and ate your food. Now I'm self-conscious. What can I do? Maybe the cushion. The cushion. Mm. Mm. I'm trying to eat my pizza, but apparently I might get banned. I'm trying to eat. I had a swimming lesson. And I've overloaded my pizza. It's really good though. It's really good. I put hot honey on it. Yeah, I don't even buy pizzas anymore. Unless Domino's emails and like, you can have a pizza for £6. I don't know. Do I still go on the gossip forums? No. Do I sing? Sometimes I sing. Whether the singing is any good is another question. Am I trying to go viral? It's more stress than it's worth. Imagine if I go viral for eating a pizza. Yeah, Jamaica was good. Yeah, I mean, I'm jealous of my friends who are there all year round in a way, because it's like, although there's not really change in terms of the seasons, there's like different events and things. And it must be nice to know, like, most 9 times out of 10, you're going to have good weather if there's like a festival or something. Just imagine, like, Jamaica is kind of like the months of June, July, August all year round, but the weather's actually good. I have not been to Trinidad, but I'm very tempted to go to Trinidad Carnival because it's on in February. And obviously I go to Jamaica every February. So I don't know if it'll happen next year, but maybe the year after. That could be really good. Oh, oh, thank you, Amy. It was called Enid. My nan in Jamaica is called Enid. Oh, I think you told me that, Ryan. You think my voice has changed? I mean, I did listen to an old video. It was very interesting. I don't know. I haven't heard that Trinidad's dangerous, but, you know, I hear that Brazil, I would be apprehensive about visiting Brazil. I'm looking into voice acting. That's on my list. But if Trinidad is just like Jamaica, I know I'd handle it. But I think with Trinidad, I mean, they might have Uber. If they don't have Uber, I would just ask people, like, what's the safest taxi app? Yeah, I've heard more about Brazil. I heard that in Brazil, we've had to pause the Sunday vlogs, unfortunately. Yeah, Brazil. I heard that someone was in an Uber in the back seat on their phone, and someone came in through the front and took their phone. So, and I've heard like in Brazil, like you have to have a dumb phone, you know. I've always heard something about Brazil, but then every time I've gone to Barcelona, someone has had something stolen. So Trinidad and Brazil seem the same. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, Trinidad, if I went there, if there's Uber, I would just get Ubers everywhere. Because I don't know it like Jamaica. Like in Jamaica, I use InDrive. Did I get pizza on my phone? Oh God. Yeah, so that's the thing. Brazil, people might go to Brazil and think, oh, this is fine. Like, you just don't know. Like, you could have bad luck. Oh, really? See, it's just, what is the chance that you're going to come across someone that wants to steal your phone? That's the thing. Same as in Jamaica. It's like, if I'm walking around, what are the chances? I mean, I'm not really walking around that much in Jamaica. And I don't have, like in London, I walk around with my phone out because I don't know where I'm going. But in Jamaica, I tend to, I look it up before I need to. And, nowhere's safe. People are stealing things did you see the man peeing on the tube? I'm glad I'm cycling. I don't want to sit on the tube seats. Can we make the tube seats plastic? Okay, can I eat this? Oh, really? Guard dogs. Yeah, there were some guard dogs. I was trying to take some pictures. Okay, can I eat? I should have got a knife. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, if I went to Trinidad, I'd obviously be a bit more cautious. Would I get a part-time job as a fashion designer? I don't think I can. I'm so far out of the game. It's not impossible, but it would be very difficult. Yeah. And the thing is, I don't even know if I want to be a fashion designer. I would love my own fashion label, but they're different things. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. I never got to a good enough stage as a fashion designer where I could do it freelance because I just lost all my confidence. Yeah, so if you don't know, I started my blog during the second year of uni, where I was doing fashion knitwear design. And it was an interesting, sorry, if I'm not choking. And it was a good thing because it kind of like set me apart when I was applying for internships. I got to go to Fashion Week as well. Like, imagine being a fashion student and going to Fashion Week and like going to press days. Like, it was great. I did my internship in New York, and then I was like, oh, sorry, can I leave early to like meet fashion designers? And I went to a show at New York Fashion Week. Like, it was very cool. It was cool as a student, but then when I got my first job, I just lost all my confidence. And then when I was let go, I was like, blogging it seemed a bit more, I mean, I had confidence in blogging. Why did I lose my confidence? I felt like I'd lost my skills. I was working somewhere where, the creativity is kind of stamped out of you. And the thing is, like, if you work on the high street, at the time, I feel like I needed a mentor or guidance. But when you leave your design degree, you don't really get any support. I don't know. You kind of want like a mentor. Like there were recruiters. I never thought to talk to the recruiters. I think because of my youth, and also even with therapy, like I found it hard to like feedback to the therapist. I have a thing where I expect people to be psychic. Oh God, that's another thing. So I would expect my therapist to sort of know how I was feeling. And then I remember talking to another a therapist about the therapist, and they were like, "Did you ever think to tell your therapist?" And I was like, "No." So this is a common thing. But yeah, I mean, now looking back, when I was having those issues at work, I mean, who would I have even reached out to? Because I was talking to my peers, but I definitely did not want to speak to my tutor. My tutor was, she's a bit weird. And the other tutors, I don't know, maybe I felt like I couldn't like reach out to them. Yeah. Am I still knitting? Oh, I've got my crochet on the floor. I can still knit. Why have we paused? Because I'm doing daily vlogs at the moment. So the thing is, when I'm doing weekly vlogs, I feel like I'm repeating myself. So that's why I thought it's probably best not to do the weekly vlogs for the time being. But yeah, I lost my confidence because we were doing very menial tasks at work. Do I prefer the daily vlogs to the weekly vlogs? I mean, I prefer editing short form content. But the weekly vlogs, I like the fact that I can outsource that, but obviously that costs money. So, yeah. The weekly vlogs are, but sometimes I don't know. Yeah, I need to have a bit more of. I try and like think of talking points for vlogs. Sometimes they are just random things, thoughts that come into my head, but sometimes I try and have like specific talking points. I also want to have that for my lives as well. It's not this live. This live, I was trying to eat a pizza. And that's all I haven't even finished eating the pizza. Let me try and do I want to eat this pizza? If someone has a weird like eating pizza fetish. I should give you the fun side of the cushion. Okay. Can I eat this? Well, hopefully I'm going to see Rayanne at some point. And I'm going to a comedy night. So that's exciting. And then I want to film something with my mum for Mother's Day. I've got to take me 24 minutes to eat this pizza. would I do an apartment tour? If I can tidy up the apartment, it's on the list. I did one 3 years ago. So you would have to scroll way back. But it would be good to do one on YouTube as well. Okay, so let's see if we can troubleshoot my LED mask. You know that I have used this so much. Hi, I'm having issues with it. And I basically DM'd them on Instagram and they've told me what to do. So I don't know what's going on with it. So let's see if we can troubleshoot it. Because, you know, I was all about this mask. Sometimes it's tricky when you get gifted things because it's like you don't know what to do, like when something goes wrong. But they've told me to go on the website, so we'll see if we can troubleshoot. But yeah, I'm gutted because this was like, I'm always tidying up, decluttering. Oh my God. I prefer Vinted. I haven't used Depop. I feel like I'm not cool enough for Depop, but I have a lot of success on Vinted. Yeah, always tidying up. The thing is, I get a lot of packages, sometimes for work, but sometimes, you know, the thing is, it's so hard to even get things. I remember when I wanted prescription goggles, like when I was doing that swimming course, there was nowhere I could find prescription goggles in London. Like I was willing to, you know, travel within reason. Like some things you can only get on Amazon or like a random website. So you do end up, and I'm sure a lot of you probably, you know, you order from Amazon or, you know, if you need something, most of the time you're going to order it online because you don't even know if it's in stock. I live quite close to Central, but yeah, sometimes, you know, online has certain offers. So I do get a lot of packages. Sometimes I get packages I don't even know about. And then there's always packaging. There's always, and recycling. Even, I don't know what it'd be like if I was a family of 5. I feel like I have a lot of recycling, like milk cartons, you know, boxes for stuff, mushroom packets, like random stuff. It just accumulates. But, you know, I've lived here for 6 years, which seems really wild to say. And obviously I moved during a pandemic, so I didn't have all my furniture. I didn't really plan this room. I didn't think this room through. Like, I don't have a dining room table because I needed a unit to put my stuff in and there was just no space. Could I even put one there? Oh, now I've got huge plants. So, you know, I made decisions then. And then I feel like there was just so much going on, you know, for a few years. Obviously, I had like the fibroids. You know, sometimes when you live in a space, it's a good time. Like when you live in a space for a period of time, you're actually like, oh, that needs to go there. That should go there. But, you know, I haven't looked in certain cupboards for years. And I looked in the cupboard of no return. And I was like, there's so much stuff in here that I don't need, or I could condense, you know. I feel like time goes really quickly and you can be in a very different mindset to when you last put stuff in a cupboard. So I feel like that's why, I know it seems like I'm always decluttering, but I think when time passes, you're then like, actually, I don't need this. Oh, do you think if it wasn't for COVID? I don't know, because I feel like I've had so much personal growth, and you know, I see all these stories of. Well, I read out the Go Fund Yourself story. I feel like so many people in their late 20s felt like they had to marry the person they were with, you know, and that's not necessarily the case. Like, you don't have. No one says you have to, you know. I feel like I've had some time to think. I've had a lot of time to think. And, you know, I've processed things now that I'm not sure I would have processed in my early 30s. Because I went into the pandemic at age 32. And at age 30, you know, it only took me watching, I mean, what was it? Michaela Cole's "I May Destroy You" to sort of, again, I would have, that would have still come out if it hadn't been a pandemic. But would I? It was a combination of seeing that and even talking to certain friends. Like, I don't know, if I hadn't gone through like really unfortunate things, like my nan passing away, and then friends like rallying around and, feeling close enough to tell them things. Like, you just don't know. And so I could have got into a worse situation. I feel like there's been so much personal growth. I don't know what would have happened if there hadn't been a you just don't know. If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. Yeah, I May Destroy You. Yeah, there was so many interesting things about consent and like, did anyone talk to us about consent in school? I remember when I first went to Canada when I was 6, I was hanging out with some other children, and there must have been like a family friend who sort of came in, and some of the kids were going to hug him, and then I went to hug him as well because I was a kid. And then I remember that got back to my parents. They're like, "No, you shouldn't have done that," but they never explained why. I think with my parents, a lot of the time they meant well, but I didn't always understand why. And I think now when you talk to kids, you need to talk to them about, no one touches these, or like, we don't hug people, we've never met, or something like, I don't know, because I don't have a kid, but I don't remember my parents saying that. I'm very lucky. Nothing like untoward happened to me. But yeah, I feel like, people are parenting their kids differently now, which is good. I think the boomer parents were just making it up. All right, you're hesitant about therapy. Oh my God, therapy. Where do I start? The thing is, again, as in my 20s, I just thought therapy will solve all my problems. That is not what therapy is. Therapy, I feel like, I need therapy, and then I need a break, and then I need therapy, and then a break. And this is the longest break. Well, technically I had some family therapy, but I think sometimes you only realize what therapy does when you've had a break and you've just, and time has passed, you won't necessarily get out of, and it's weird when you go to therapy, sometimes they're like, what is your goal? Sometimes you don't know your goal for therapy. Only now, maybe now I could come up with a goal, right? Because now I've done it, I know what's realistic. I think my goal for therapy was, I was really anxious about dating. I was very much like, it's harder to date as a Black woman. I want to date. I want to do this. I'm running out of time. But a therapist can't necessarily help with that. Maybe a life coach is better but I didn't know, because I thought I thought a therapist would solve all my problems. That's interesting. You did it once, started crying. Fair enough. Like, some people find crying a bit too much. I saw that blue therapy came up. That could be interesting, couldn't it? So someone, who said they were scared about what would happen? Yeah, what is your goal for therapy, Bex? Are you able to share that? Because you may not. I think if you want to sort of figure out patterns in your life, or figure out like how your family might have contributed to things, especially if you've got Windrush grandparents who are part of the Windrush generation, because obviously there's been a lot of migration, and that it does something, doesn't it? I mean, ideally the boomers should have gone to therapy. Confidence. Again, do you need a life coach? What areas do you need confidence in? Do you need a career coach? I mean, sometimes it's even harder to find those people. And again, there's a lot of people who are, anyone. Some of these things don't really have qualifications. But it's like, do you need an accountability partner? it's like, do you need therapy, or does your lack of confidence connect with things that have happened throughout your life? Because then maybe that's why you might want a therapist to like explore those things. But if you just want to do, if there's something, what do you have confidence issues with? Because you could join a group. There's so many groups, obviously there's child-free groups, there's people that are learning to swim, there's like, I don't know, you might find something else. A life coach could be good. Even Michelle Elman, she's trained as a life coach. I don't know if she can, like, she's probably not taking clients, but I don't know if she can like recommend life coaches, or I don't know, maybe she does question boxes quite a lot. So maybe you could ask on the question boxes, like, how can I find a life coach? But yeah, maybe I could have done with a life coach. But again, life can't, like, I didn't really know about, like, there weren't very many life coaches promoting themselves on Instagram pre-COVID, and we didn't have reels. So, because now there's the dating, well, there's all these dating coaches now. Yeah, there was just, the thing is, I did what I did with the information that I had at the time. But what did I learn from therapy? I mean, what I just told you, like, I expect people to be psychic. I need to, it's as simple as just bringing something up to the therapist, But I think, yeah, when I was, so if we're gonna take it back to when I was working for a high street fashion company, again, I didn't feel like I could say to my designer, well, it was a weird dynamic, because there was another designer that was that was closer in age to my manager, and I felt like they were quite pally. It was a weird age dynamic. How much older than me would she have been? She must have been like 20 years older than me. Is that just a weird thing to, like, anyway, to have like a manager? Well, it was just a weird dynamic, and I didn't have the confidence to say, like, I feel like I'm losing my skills. I want to develop myself. I want to push myself. I just couldn't say that at the time. If you like advice of any kind, coaching over therapy, that's interesting. So yeah, that's the thing. I think, I don't know, is there like a good, there used to be a therapy service called the Headroom, and you would tell them your issues and they would, find you a therapist, but that doesn't exist anymore, which is so interesting. But also there's Self Space in London, which is like drop-in therapy. So you might even want to just go there to just offload. And it's like, no, I have not tried it, but you might even want to go in there, offload, and there's no commitment. Like, I just don't know. Yeah. That's one thing I can think of. But yeah, a life coach could be good, but then, there's no, there's not really accreditation, which is a bit tricky. So you've really got to do your research. But yeah, I wish I'd known that in my 20s, but it wasn't as big as it is now. I feel like, I've got a lot of life experience. I've got a lot of life experience. It's so weird to think that I used to live in New York. Oh man. Oh my God, how long have we got? Okay, we've got 20 minutes. Right, let me see if I can figure out this mask. Okay. Right, remote error messages. Error A3. Click here. Is the mask on your face? Okay. Would I live in LA? Probably not. I've never been to LA. I think moving to America is not something I would do. I know now. I've seen the rest of your question. At one point, I wanted to move back to New York, but I can't be bothered. I love all my things. I don't want to move my things across the ocean. I like being settled. you know. Right, let's see if we can figure out this mask. And if not, hopefully I can get it replaced. So, mask on your face. Well, I can't see anything, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, mask is on my face. Run one of the cooling set to level 3. Better aging. Okay, so is there going to be an error? Oh God, is it going to work now? I thought is this broken? And I thought this was broken. Oh God. Can you imagine? Have I fixed this? It kept coming up with an error. I tried this yesterday. I thought I'd broken this. I literally thought I'd broke. I haven't used it for like months. Okay. Well, maybe I've fixed the mask. Where's the Oprah meme? Okay, well now I can't see. I need to scratch my nose. I thought this was broken. Any concerts? I don't know what if Doechii. Oh my God, if Doechii comes to London, we need Doechii. We need Doechii. I feel like she's due a tour here. Like, but then has Cardi B ever toured here? Like, I would love if Doechii comes here, I'll be booking it. And maybe it wouldn't be too hard to get tickets because I feel like, with Harry Styles, it's like such a mission, But hopefully Doechii, I mean, she's popular, but I'm hoping, it wouldn't be impossible to get tickets. But yeah, none of the festivals. I don't know. There's some festivals in Brockwell Park though. Is it City Splash? There's some, maybe I'd be up for one of those festivals. I wish I'd stayed in Jamaica. There was a festival, Lost in Time. I think that would have been really good. But yeah, I don't think I'll be at any concerts unless Doechii does a concert. Sorry, I can't see. Does the mask? Well, I thought the mask had broken, but I think it has helped with my skin. Oh my God, I forgot. I've got supplements to take. But yeah, I also, in the past year, I've been taking collagen regularly, multivitamin. So I think I'm doing it. I'm not doing it in isolation, but I haven't used this for 2 months because I thought it was broken. So I guess we're starting again, aren't we? But people have said, my skin looks good. I have got a few spots. I'm not quite sure why I've got some spots, but obviously, yeah, I have been to Jamaica as well. But I think this is good. I think it's a good thing to add in. And, my mum swears by this. So anything mum does, I'm going to listen to. Doja Cat. Oh, see, I'm not like a massive Doja Cat fan, but is she at a festival? I don't know. All I really go and see is Beyonce. I feel like when you're younger, like music is more a part of your identity. Like the music, even Field Day is not like Field Day when I was younger was like alternative. There's bands, the bands I like were at Field Day like 10 years ago, and I don't know what they're doing now. I mean, I'd love to see Maximo Park. I just have to accept that I'm a fogey. I'm a fogey now. So any band I go and see is probably something I was listening to 20 years ago. But I don't care. So, yeah. Okay. I don't know if anyone said anything else. When's my birthday? August. You will know when it's my birthday because I will celebrate the birthday for like a whole month. Okay, I'm also vlogging, so vlogging. Oh God, I wasn't even recording. Oh my God, this happens when I can't see. Oh my God. Right, I'm definitely going to have to change these pajamas because these pajamas are wet. Yes. It would be much easier if I had laser eye surgery, wouldn't it? But I don't want to mess with my eyes. Has anyone had laser eye surgery? Are you still doing the weekly vlogs? I have paused them because I'm doing daily vlogs. Right. I can't believe it. How have I fixed the mask? Basically, I also found the actual charger for the mask. Because, the thing is, you end up with so many chargers because of all the various things you buy. And I just thought, oh, I can use a USB-C charger, But I found the Shark charger, and I don't know if that's why I've been having issues. I've been using the wrong charger. So I charged it. I charged it yesterday, and I thought it was okay, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna start using the mask again if it works. See how it is, and then if there's an issue, I will flag it. So I got sent the L'Oreal Glass Skin Serum. So I've been using that since I got back. So it looks like it's probably going to last me another couple of weeks. Oh, you want to get contacts? Well, I have stories about contact lenses. Sometimes the contact lens will always come out. If you think you've lost it, it will come out. It just might, you might go to sleep for a couple of hours and then you wake up and you're like, and then it's like, boom, but it will come out. It will always come out. There's nowhere for it to go. My next hairstyle, I think we're going to do wigs. Now I've got my straight wig. Yeah, I think I'm going to do wigs, because we want to have healthy hair, not too many braids. But I do want to do like multicolored box braids at some point. I don't know if that'll be my birthday hairstyle. But yeah, I would love to go to Italy at some point. So if I do go to Italy, I'll probably get my hair done for that. Oh, thank you. Love the long braids. I'd love to do bubble braids, but I just don't know if I can cycle with them. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to cycle. Like if you can condense the bubble braids down, maybe I could cycle with them. Has anyone tried bubble braids? But yeah, I think, I have worn glasses since the age of 6. Okay, I'll show you what bubble braids are. Oh, also, I've got I don't know if anyone wants a Rad Swan wig. It's in the other room. I've not worn it. I tried it on. My head's too big. So I have a wig. I don't know what to do with it. It's a synthetic wig. I don't know if anyone wants a wig. Do I need to put it? I put it on my broadcast channel, but no one responded. So I'll show you the bubble braids. Vinted. I have put hair extensions on Vinted before, but I don't know. It's not in the best condition. Like no, I don't mean that. It's like I tried it on, my head was too big, so a bit of it ripped, but it's still wearable. So I feel like I can't imagine me putting that in this description. Okay, just looking for the bubble braids. Bubble braids. Okay, this is bubble braids. This is bubble braids. Okay, the wig. The wig, I'm pretty sure. Oh, is that the wig? I think the wig will look like this. It's synthetic. Does anyone want a synthetic wig? If you have a big head, probably not for you. I like half wigs. I found my jam. It's half wigs. Put it on Vinted. Do you want me to put it on? I'm literally giving it away, but if you go to my Instagram broadcast channel, I'm literally giving it away because I don't know what I would sell it at. Like it's synthetic. It's been in my flat for like 5 years, but I've never worn it. You know, hard as a half wig. So it's kind of what it said. You know what it says on the tin. It's half a wig, so you leave a bit of your hair out. Well, it's more like 80% of a wig. So you leave a bit of your hair out and then you clip the half wig here. So you have a more natural hairline. And I think that works for me because I have a wig. I've got another Afro wig. Probably wouldn't do tape-ins because I'm not planning to like get a texture release and I think it would just get knotted up. But yeah, half wigs, love a half wig now. Because I have an old Afro wig, but maybe I would get that made into a half wig at some point because where's the wig? It looked fine when I first got it, but I don't know, I felt like the hairline wasn't quite right, and like I'm trying to find a picture that I'm willing to share of the wig. Oh my god, what the hell is? Why have I got this? What the hell is this? What is this? Where's like a picture of the hairline of this wig? It's not a natural looking hairline. It's a great wig, but the hairline, it started off okay, but and then I feel like sometimes the closure gets a bit what am I trying to say? The closure, I don't think I'm good with closures. So I think half wigs. The old wigs, which wigs? Do you wear wigs? I don't have any trips coming up at the moment, and I'm actually like, I'm happy to be settled. I think the thing about swimming, I think because I knew I was going to Jamaica, I was like, you know, I need to be going. And I think I was putting too much pressure on myself. I think because I don't have anything planned, I'm actually more likely to do my swimming lessons. And I think as it gets lighter and warmer, because I don't want to have to go from the pool. I like the fact I can just put my shorts on, put my flip-flops on and go home. What's the plan for my next hairstyle? We're going to be doing wigs. When am I taking this out? I'm taking this out in like 2 weeks. So I'm going to have wigs. I might try Tressley Studios. It's a new hairdressers concept place in Lewisham. Ashanti the Unpunishable. I have no idea who that is. Rad Swan. I never tried one of their first wigs, but the clip-ins. Do you remember when it was called Big Hair No Care? That was a good time. I've still got clip-ins. So Yeah, because my mum, she gave me, because now my mum wears her grey hair, so she had all of these hair extensions in her darker hair stuff, and what am I trying to say? Her younger hair color. So I've just taken all my mum's extensions. Do I have an ideal dating timeline? Again, I don't want to stress myself out, Oh my god, now my sofa's wet because I washed my hair. Oh, what time are we on? Oh my god, 55. Okay, we've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I got sent a new toothbrush because my toothbrush, my old Suri was possessed. Like, it would just randomly start vibrating, and then it would vibrate so much it would fall off the sink. So yeah, sending that back. You're scared? I've got grey hairs. I don't have that many, so that I'm still in denial. I think if I had more, I would think differently. But my mum, I think once you just let go of it all, my mum started wearing hers 6 years ago. So maybe age 55, I'll be like, I don't care. And then I'll embrace, because she doesn't have to dye it grey. You need to wait until a certain amount of it goes grey, really, to just wear it grey. What age? I think I literally got my first grey hair on my 30th birthday. Well, that's when I noticed it. But I did have braids. I had braids a lot. I had weaves, so I didn't really see my hair a lot. So yeah, I'm kind of in denial. I don't really see them because I don't have that many, and a lot of the time my hair's in a style. Oh damn, I forgot I was going to do my exfoliator thing. I'm just going to use my night cream. So I got sent this from You're Looking Well. You're Looking Well. You're Looking Well. So at least I've done my skincare. So I'm all moisturized. So yeah, if you want my wig, Olivia, just go on my broadcast channel on Instagram. If you live in the UK, I will send you the wig. Any plans for a meetup? Not yet. Not yet. Okay. I don't think I missed anything. But yeah, I was thinking about doing a membership on YouTube, but I think people mention that they would want to join the lives, but there's no way of doing that on YouTube. It's easier to do it on TikTok. So that's kind of thwarted my plans, because then it would be a bit more interactive. Or do I do some exclusive lives that are just focused on dating? How do we feel about that? Okay, we've got 1 minute left. Okay, but this would be under a paywall, because I just don't think Substack is going to work for me. I know some people are putting their words under a paywall, but I would, because I love doing lives, so that's a possibility, but I'm not quite sure. It's annoying on YouTube, you can't invite people to the live, or you can only. I don't know why they have I don't know why they haven't copied TikTok in that way. But anyway, so YouTube, it's time to say goodbye, but thank you so much. I think I'll be back on Thursday. So see you then. Have a lovely evening. Bye. Okay.